What's up, guys? Welcome back to Kerr Outdoors. So we just barely got back from the Kern River down in California, and one day later we're over here coming down the Green River. The adventure kind of never stopped. The Green River right now is at 24,000 CSF, which is really high. Like some of the people when we came in here were telling us that like you really don't want to turn your canoe sideways, otherwise you're gonna flip, and got to be really careful while we're swimming. So yeah, I'm pretty excited though. There is catfish in the Green River. We have caught catfish here before, so we're hoping that probably tonight at our first camping spot that we can catch some catfish, maybe do a catfish catch and cook for you guys. So yeah, all right, well, stay tuned and we're gonna get going and talk to you guys later. All right, guys, so we're here at Soda Geyser Springs. We've had an eventful morning, let me tell you. I'm sorry, I feel like when the most eventful stuff happens, I never remember to film just because we're like in the moment trying to deal with the situation. But yeah, like a mile off from where we launched, we had 2 boats capsize. What happened was they took a detour just kind of for fun, and there was this tree sticking up, and the current sucked them right into the tree, and so here's the tree, and they hit it sideways, and they just got sucked under the branches, and it just flipped. And yeah, it was a bad day. So then they had some stuff tied to the canoe, some of it floated downstream, and we managed to get that back. And as we started dragging the 2 canoes along, one of them got caught on something, and we had one of our young men was grabbing onto the canoe and grabbing onto someone else's canoe and was holding it like this, and it got stuck on something, and he started to go down with it, and he had to let it go so he didn't drown, so he didn't get sucked under the water. And then he came up the canoe, and we had to leave it behind. So that's really unfortunate. Yep, so we're still deciding on where we're gonna camp out. We don't know if we're gonna camp out at this spot or if we're gonna venture further down. I think we're gonna keep going a little bit. We're gonna head up here and show you guys the geyser attraction. Like, it's pretty cool, and it's hard to get back in here. As you can see over there, the geyser's flowing, and it doesn't go off every hour of the day. Like, you gotta be here at the right time, so it's actually pretty lucky that we happen to be here. So here we've got the geyser just coming out of the top. I'll take the camera, get you guys a little bit closer. I'm just walking in this pool. Yeah, that's nuts. It looks like an old grate on the top. And then it's just pumping out water constantly. Then it flows back down to the river. And yeah. Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Hey, I made a picture on it.
Cool. Well, we're gonna get a picture really quick, and we're gonna keep on going. I'll update you guys on what we do next. All right, guys, so it is day 2 right now. We just found a place to camp last night, and honestly, I slept pretty good. I ended up catching a catfish last night, which is pretty good. It was probably about 14 inches. We ate it this morning, and it was delicious. We also cooked up another catfish that my dad caught this morning, and yeah, all in all, super great. We're having a blast. Like, even though the water's pretty high and we are running into some problems, for the most part, it's pretty good. So yeah. All right, well, we are gonna keep going, and I don't know, stay tuned.
You got this festering swampland just filled with nasty bugs and inundated trees on the right hand side. A bunch of strainers. There's no bank over there to get. Come down here. On this side we've got rock. There's a ton of water going down this. Can't even think of what is down this muddy, murky water. Just as awesome. Expect to see a dinosaur or something pop out at us. Or an alligator, or a hippo, or a brontosaurus. It's crazy. Beautiful anyway. Okay, we've just pulled out of the river. Main river is back there. There's the canyon wall. She came up this little side channel. We're gonna find a spot to camp. Look at this jungle. I'm sure it's gonna just be infected with all kinds of mosquitoes. Beautiful rocks though. Getting narrower. He's following us around. We can hear the rest of our group up ahead. Now we put our paddle down. This water is actually deeper than our paddles right now. Alright, after going through this channel quite a ways, we eventually found where the rest of our group is pulled off up here. So we'll dock our canoe and make our camp. Enjoy the view.
Alright guys, so it is the morning of day 3. We just woke up, we're waiting for breakfast to cook, and we're actually going to be doing 20 miles today. So today's going to be the furthest day. I'm not sure how many miles we did yesterday. I think we did over 10. It might have been 13, because I think we had 5 miles to our first stop and 7 miles to our second, or something like that. I could be getting it wrong, but yeah, today's going to be 20 miles, so hopefully that's not too hard. We're probably going to be paddling most of the time, which lately we've just kind of been cruising along, like not paddling a ton, but yeah, that'll be good. I'm having a blast. I definitely enjoy canoeing. That's one of the things that I've liked doing, and out here I get to do it all day long, so that's great. Yeah, well, make sure you guys stay tuned, and we'll talk to you guys later. Alright guys, so we camped back in this little channel a ways last night, and we just really made it back out to the main section of the Green River that we're traveling down. So pretty sure from right here we're going 20 miles to our next camp spot, which seems like quite a ways, but I bet we get there pretty quick on these canoes. So
It's only 10 o'clock.
yeah, and it's only 10, so we got all day.
First day we saw part of a cliff just come tumbling down out of nowhere into the water. It was crazy. If that happened right now, we'd be hosed.
Alright guys, so it is the end of day 3. We traveled 20 miles I think today, that was the plan. It was a long day, I'm not gonna lie, but we had a good time. Definitely were hanging out and talking to each other, that was a blast. So tonight we camped out at Bonot Bend. If you guys are ever doing the Green River, it's a pretty cool place. It's not as cool as our last campsite, I'll have to admit, but we've got a little bit of shade over here in this oak, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, we've got the scenery in the Green River it's insane. Like all these rock faces and everything are so cool. If anything, you guys should come down to the Green River just for that. But yeah, like I was saying earlier in the video, the water is like crazy high. You're going and everything, so you don't get caught up in the trees and getting all tangled up and stuff. But it's been a great trip. If you guys can see over here on these mountains, we're actually about to go hike up there. And once we get to the top of that mountain, then from the very top, we'll be able to look over on this side and look over on the other side, and on both sides of the mountain is the river. So it's a pretty cool little spot, and it's kind of like a well-known hike that you're supposed to do if you come to this campsite. So, yep, we're gonna head over and do that in here in a little bit, and I'll bring you guys along for the hike and show you guys the view because I heard it's cool. So yeah, stay tuned. Alright guys, well our group made it up to the very top of the mountain that you guys were looking at before. It was a pretty steep hike, but all in all it actually wasn't too bad. Definitely should have brought more water, but other than that it was good. As you can see, I mean this is a really cool peak just because if we look down this side we can see that side of the river which we're going to travel down tomorrow, and if you come back on your other side then we can see the river that we already traveled down, and our camp is just around the other side of those rocks. Yeah, it's a really cool area. So if we come back, I'll definitely do it again. And again, that's Bonot Bend, I believe. Yeah, cool stuff. Okay guys, so now we're in this little channel type thing. We're only a few miles away from our end point. It's been really good so far. But yeah, we kind of just found this little channel on the outskirts of the river, and we're heading back in there.